So, as I was saying, last week we started building our front end of our Twitch extension, specifically our panel in Vue.js. So today what we need to do is we need to polish up the panel, and then we need to build the live config view that the broadcaster is going to be able to see to answer questions that are coming in either during, after, or after their stream. So that's what we're going to be doing today. And then for a recap, we've already built the serverless backend. If you have not pulled down lately, I checked in a bunch of code yesterday to make sure that the backend is now accepting JOT tokens, or JWT, however you want to say it. So the backend is now accepting JOT tokens, so now it's secure, and now we can actually test that with the dev rig. Who should watch? Everybody should watch, even if you're new to development. I'll make sure to go through every single little thing if you've never done it before, and then also feel free to ask questions. This should be like a very engaging stream. Chat with us, holler at us. Like, we are in the middle of GDC, which is pretty freaking cool. And then the last thing is we're going to drop the GitHub in the chat if you haven't had a chance to take a look at it yet, or if you're new. So, dropped in chat. Okay. Did I miss anything? Did you want to add anything? Did you want me to get really close? They're working on Matt's mic.
There's no rush.
But apparently he doesn't have anything useful to say, so.
Let's switch to your laptop soon. You should be away.
Yes. So we're going to switch to my laptop. Okay, I'm ready. A lot of production troubles today. That's okay, because we're still in the middle of an awesome conference. Yes, Alpha Duplo, this channel is going to be a lot of live coding, so if that's what you like, tune in.
You're all set. You just have to, I think, mirror your computer.
Okay.
Just click desktop.
Work. It's not the same frequency range. So
Arrangement. No, arrangement.
Well, that explains why I couldn't get it there.
There you go.
Cool.
We're all set.
All right. Let me make this terminal bigger so you guys can see it.
If you could get his lob to work better, we'll be on it too.
yeah, I just changed frequency. So you do it. We're just gonna run this on the outside of your shirt.
How do we feel about that size? We feel good?
Can people hear me now?
Okay, so just to show you where I am in my machine, I am just inside the, I know that it should say Ask a Caster, but I haven't changed it yet. It is still the GitHub project. So like, if I just list everything in here, I have the back end and the front end that we established last week. I'm just gonna open this up in code.
You should be in the mix now. Process.
And
Test
so-
1, 2. Can you guys hear me?
Matt's on.
Maybe. I don't know. I think so.
Should be good now.
Yeah, okay. Yay, they can hear me. Okay, let's start.
Okay, now we're good.
I think that was worth it because we're at GDC and that's super cool, so high five for that. Okay, let's get started.
Okay, so now we're in the front end. Our back end is here. I did make some minor changes to it yesterday, so you can feel free to check them out on your own time. But we're going to go into the front end. This is our panel view that we built last week on stream. So a couple things here. We are pulling questions from the database. You have the ability to post a question or put a question. And then we are loading up the Twitch unauthorized stuff before mount. That was a little bit of a struggle last week, but we got through it. So this is our panel view, and then let's actually see what it looks like inside the dev rig so that we can start cleaning it up a little bit and polishing it. So I got the dev rig open.
Got the dev rig.
Yep. And my front end and my back end are loaded up here. So can I zoom into this? I know that this is not big enough, guys.
If you go to view and zoom in, there you go. So, right, so our last episode, I used the developer rig to set it up so you could ask a question. It then posts to the endpoint Nikki created, saves the question in DynamoDB. So right now, are we just cleaning that up, or are we adding the view for the broadcaster?
We are going to do both.
Okay, cool.
So I have my front end folder set up here, the directories listed, and the command to run the front end, as well as the back end. So I'm just going to run both of these.
I'm going to go get a drink of water. Is that okay? Or
And then the nice thing about the dev rig is it pops up this little window that you couldn't see immediately to show me like basically what would run in a terminal. So
You might want to make that bigger for them.
make this one bigger. Okay, can I do that? I don't know how.
Oh, that's not, yeah, that's weird.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's just
forget
like a
that.
little
Yeah.
terminal view. Like if there is an error that I see in here that's relevant to what we're doing, like I'll call it out. I know it's really tiny. I'm really sorry. But this says our application is running on localhost 8080, and then this is the backend. It's actually labeled for me. And the backend is running, it's spun up a Docker container. I'm just running SAM. So my command is SAM local start API. Okay, so we go to extension views. There's our panel. And this viewer does not have any questions yet. So to see what a question looks like, we have to actually ask one.
This is like a new ID, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And then you hit submit. And then it doesn't clear it because we need to clean it up.
Yeah, it needs to be cleaned up.
Yes, but if you wait a few seconds, it should
Show up.
show up because it's polling.
Yeah, and you can actually watch the logs here. So there's my question in JSON. It's definitely requiring some cleanup, not only some CSS, but also just like clear out stuff. Why isn't the question showing up? Well, it looks like I'm getting it back. Oh man. Oh, an empty array is coming back. See down here?
So let's think through this. So it's polling the backend with your ID for questions. Let's check Dynamo. That's usually a good place to go.
Looks like this is my user ID. Or wait, no, that's the old one. What is my user ID? Let's print my user ID.
Yes, exactly. Someone's saying my mic is omnidirectional, so it's a little loud. There's no way to change that, right? Can you hear how it sounds?
I don't have. I'm listening to it right now.
Does it sound fine? Okay.
So,
All right, so I'm just
Okay, yeah.
writing a log statement to the rig. So if I do console log, it's not going to log to the rig, and I want it to log to the rig so I can see it right there. And Twitch, by the way, is just equal to window.twitch. I just set it equal to a constant yesterday as a small cleanup activity. Okay, so I'm going to save that, and I'm going to go back to my rig, and there's my user ID. So let's see what I have in Dynamo.
Did it show up in DynamoDB? That is the big question.
Let's log in, check it out.
I'm also
it does work. We
I'm
tested
also
this.
going to link in chat the GitHub repo that we're working off of.
Okay, so let's go to Dynamo.
Okay, I'm posting in both chats.
Oh, I think I need to be in Oregon.
Yes. It's in two different spots.
Yeah, that was my bad.
Our database is in Oregon and our Lambda function is in Virginia.
Yep, it is.
Which is nice. It's for added durability, so if all of the East Coast goes under, we'll still have our database up.
Oh, is that what you're calling my mistake?
Yeah.
A happy
It's to get those
accident?
9 nines of durability.
Nothing in the table.
So, nothing in the table. So now let's look at if the front end, so open up the developer console.
Well, let's just see what happened in the logs here.
Okay. We do like help from the audience, so if you are looking at our GitHub repo and see any issues, that would be helpful. I think it'd be best to check to see if the front end posted the question to Nikki's endpoint correctly, which we can do if you open the developer console in, just go to View, toggle developer
that's
tools,
cool.
and then we'll look at the network tab.
I
and
did
we'll
not
see.
know that. That is
so
a new
let's check the
feature.
network tool. Is your backend running?
Yeah, it is.
It's running? Okay, cool. Is Sam running?
Sam is running.
Okay, exit out of that.
Can you make this like bigger?
I think they can see it. I think the bigger problem is our faces. Let me see if I can move that.
Oh.
I'm gonna move that to the right.
Check that out. Yeah. Okay, let's close this.
Yeah, could you move us to the right? It'd be better, because I think just moving our faces. Okay. Blue lava is going to move us to the right. I think.
Presentation.
All right, so we are testing the ability to put
Yeah,
a
they're just-
question.
The border. Okay,
It
so
worked.
is it posting?
Yep,
And what's the response?
Jay, you want me to do that?
200. And then when it pulls the questions,
Nothing.
Is that what you want, Matt?
So,
oh, it pulls them
yes,
again.
thank you. So my question is it posting with the right ID? I want to see the
Oh,
post.
there it is.
Oh. Maybe we just
It
need to
worked.
refresh.
Yeah, it probably was just like stale for a hot sec.
Okay. 200 okay.
Okay, so let's.
Can we get some 200 okays in chat?
Let's clean this up a little bit and make it look nicer, and then let's also fix some of the things that we
Yes.
saw. So, like, for example, when we submitted a question, we want the text box to clear out. That's like an easy one. We can fix that right now. So let's see. Ask a question. So when we're done asking a question, when it posts, we want to clear it out. So we want to do. What did we call that? Question text. So we're just going to reset it to nothing. Whoops. Sorry about that. So that's a simple one. Did anybody else see anything else that, like, from a JavaScript perspective, you thought needed to be cleaned up?
Can you run a linter over it?
See if that works. Okay, well, maybe it's not submitted yet. I don't know. How do I get those things back? I think it just takes a second because
That's
it's got to
fine.
run the
That's
Docker
fine.
container. Oh yeah, look, it cleared it out.
Okay. I'd say now we should move
And there's the question.
to building the broadcaster view.
And skip the just CSS
I mean, we can
polish.
do some cleanup. I don't know if that's super
Yeah,
exciting
we
for
can
everyone.
skip that. Let's just go to the
Just because we
live
started
config
kind of
view.
late, yeah.
Yeah, okay. I'll come back and clean that up later and make it look pretty, but it's working code.
I want to
so-
focus more on the AWS
Yeah.
Twitch.
So we need to create another panel here, and we're gonna call this the live config. So we have to add it to our. Where do we have to add it? Where's our router? Here it is. Okay, so we need to add it to our
Right,
router.
so now we need a
so
new
that
route.
Yeah. Well, we just need a new route. Yeah.
And it should be called config.html.
It's a live config. So
That I should check.
config.html is the configuration that shows up when you configure the extension after you install it.
right.
Live config is what the broadcaster will see during a
See
live
on
config.
the view. Okay.
Yeah.
You are teaching me about the the Twitch extension intricacies. Yeah, right. Config is for the broadcaster to configure the extension. Live config actually is baked into the dashboard.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, so we do not have this yet, but I will make it. Live config. And and that's what it would look like. And then where are we? Let's just src. So I'm just going to go into the components folder and just create live config.view.
Live config.view. Right, yep. And then that will link to a component.
Okay.
I would almost copy the panel view
Yeah, that's what
as
I'm gonna
like
do.
a nice way to fill it out, get some scaffolding.
Okay, but we don't want this. Well, actually, we're going to want this. We do need to display the questions somehow to the broadcaster, but there is no need for them to submit a question. So we're going to get rid of this top
Right,
part.
no submitting. The whole thing should just be that table view. And then where are we going to verify if they are in fact a broadcaster versus a viewer? And that comes from the JWT token can be decoded. And in that payload, it will actually tell us if they're a broadcaster or not.
Right, but also if this is showing up in their live config, because it'll just be by their channel, so their channel might not have any questions.
Okay, I see. Okay.
Okay, so this...
Does anyone have any questions, by the way, in either channel?
We are going to need to pull the questions, but we're not going to pull them by user ID. We're going to pull them by channel ID.
And right, because we want to, right, exactly. So we want to, and the channel ID can come from the Twitch extension helper.
Yep, which we already set up in the other view, so I'm just calling the same constant. So we set an empty one up here, and then on before mount, using the Twitch unauthorized, we set it equal to the channel ID right here on line 62. So we're just going to use it, and I don't know why we're doing a console log there. I thought I just changed the actual fetch, but just paste that in here. Maybe, oh, I think we were checking to see whether or not we had actually got it back. We don't need this anymore. So, let's see. I am sending, if you'll notice, I am sending the JOT token here now, since the backend is
The
now
what
able
token?
to...
JW.
What do you call it?
What did you call it?
I've heard it called a JOT token or a JWT, like somebody just like says it all at once.
Oh,
This
I've
is
always...
like a GUID versus a GUID. Like, do you guys have a preference?
Yeah, I'm curious in
I'll
chat.
say whatever you want.
I
me
always
to-
say JWT.
Potato,
Oh,
potato.
I'm just curious.
JSON web token. What do you want me to call it? So
Anyway.
I am sending it now because the backend is now accepting it per the change I
Right.
made yesterday. So we do not need this ask a question method anymore. We're good on that.
We are enjoying Vue.js. It is new to both of us. I've done React programming. I think we both have.
Yeah, React.
Vue is interesting. It's definitely way more lightweight for sure. Like we basically had a component all hooked up very quickly. It seems to be confusing. So I've used React with Redux, which has helped with the like data management, and I'm a little
good on the
confused
rest of
in
it.
Vue how you manage data and state personally.
I think it's just this like data object.
Yeah, it's just like a little, yeah, it's just a little confusing to me.
Like, you
so.
know how if you do React and you just do this.state equals a regular
Right.
object? It's very similar
just
to that.
Data. Yeah, okay, makes sense. It's just something that's a little new.
Okay, so I actually think we're ready to test it because I don't think there was anything else we needed to do to add it. We added it as a route.
I want to, so now I'm trying to think, how are we actually going to test? So,
Can't you
yeah,
just-
so now in the rig, right, add a new view. So I think configuration is the config, not the one that,
You used to be able to, in the rig, add a live config view.
yeah, so I think what you have to do is you have to go to panel,
Oh,
and this would be
broadcaster?
broadcaster, yeah, and then basically with our logic, it will show us this view.
Okay.
Because you're giving it, no, but you need to tell it, it's looking for, oh, I see, it's going to look for panel.html. We need the rig to,
Look for live underscore config.html. I've created an extension before and I know how to, it is live underscore config.html that it's looking for. How do you bring that up then?
yeah, this is not going to work. Let me open rig on my computer, hold on.
Let's see. Let's try this. What is the harm?
I mean, it won't be any different than
Yeah,
that.
it's the same. It's just going to pull the panel.html
Yeah,
still.
I need to figure out, so what we can do, is...
What happens when we do configuration?
Yeah, maybe I'm wrong. Let me see. I'm going to check. And if anyone in chat knows
That
our
one's
issue...
looking for config.html.
Right.
So you can't test the other views now with the rig?
Well, that's why I was confused. Are you sure there is a live view.html?
Yeah. I've made one before. I can show you in my code. There is a live view.
I like solving these things live anyway. Let's figure this out.
Okay,
I'm
look.
pulling the rig on my computer. It's just loading. And we're also at GDC, so we have tons of solution architects on the floor.
Okay, watch. I'm going to show you.
I believe you.
So this is my first Twitch extension, and I didn't do like any crazy...
No, I know. For
Look,
example...
there it is.
Yeah. I know. I just have to figure this out in the rig. I'm going to ask someone right away who works on the rig. How can we see a live config.html view in the rig? Wow.
I feel like we have like paparazzi.
Yeah, we have like
right
paparazzi looking at us.
Well, we know that it'll work if we pulled it up in the browser.
I was gonna say, but then you don't get the Twitch extension context part.
Let's see.
You could just go to live config in the rig. So change that to live config.html.
Well, it's actually it's posting it somewhere else. So let me just do what I know, which is this. Nope. Okay, didn't it say it was running it on localhost? Let's go back to our rig's little like...
Well, first let's make sure that live config is actually exposed.
Yeah, I think I did that though.
So can you
In
go
code?
in live config? Yeah, so can you go to that in the browser?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do.
Okay, and it's not loading right now.
Well, let's see if we can load the panel. Oh, well, that would require me to spell it right.
Yeah,
Okay,
so
we
now
can
go
load
to
the
live
panel.
view.
It's live
It's
underscore config. Okay, am I like crazy? That's why I was like, did I not set that up right?
Wait, can I see what happened?
Yeah, nothing.
Oh, okay. Wait, can you go back? I don't think this will tell us.
Nope.
Well, do you know what it is? We're not showing anything.
No, we actually are.
Just put in the header, like, channel questions.
Oh, well, there would be
No,
no
but it
questions.
says I'm saying.
Will there be a header, though?
But it's saying view, but it's saying vshow, only show
You're right. Okay, let's put something up here.
if. Oh, that route, okay, he's saying, the guy's getting back to me on Slack, everybody. He's saying that view is referred to as dashboard. Can you go to the developer rig? After?
Yep. Well,
Just
I'm
as-
saving something that
yeah.
we'd actually be able to see.
So, create
Now
new,
what? This
create
one?
new view.
Okay.
Okay.
Now what?
I'm asking him, and create new view. This is what programming is really like, messaging a coworker, so.
Call a friend. Phone a friend. Yeah, I don't see that one.
Yeah, he's saying you should see something called dashboard.
Oh, okay. Well, it's working.
Sure, but we need to load it in the rig so we get the extension contextual other information. So,
I don't see anything called dashboard.
we will, hold on.
Let's see, what is this?
I'm gonna send him our,
Configuration services? I don't know what that is. No. Project details?
we're working on
Project
it.
actions? It's a very nice looking rig now, I must say.
Yeah, the logo's
Very
nice.
beautiful. If
Okay.
any of you previously worked with
In the
older
meantime,
rigs,
how about we,
let them just test it in the browser.
yeah, you just will have to force the channel ID. It just won't get it from the extension manager. My rig, for some reason, is not really loading on my computer.
Oh, right. I wouldn't be able to
So
actually...
there's a few things we could do. We could change this to config.html and just pretend it's the config page, and that will load in the rig. we could.
Oh, and then
we
just change it
could-
before we
Oh,
submit
you
it.
know what? I know what we need to do. Okay,
That's
can
such a
you
good
go?
idea.
No. I know what we need to do first. Can we go to the Twitch extension dashboard? I might need to log in. Dev.twitch. I think we need to set this up there. So go to login. I might have to log in.
All you.
Because we can essentially tell it the different file paths in here.
And then it'll show up in the rig as being an option?
Yeah,
Wow, that's really cool.
I believe. Okay, this is extra secure.
Two-factor authentication.
You got to if you
Nothing
want
like
a
doing
developer
that on
account.
stream.
Yeah, don't do that on stream.
I think this is okay. I guess they can figure out my seed
Hey guys, I
from.
wouldn't do that on
It's okay. We don't. This whole. I think
Oh, we're gonna have a hack.
Okay, Matt, now what?
deal with that later. Okay. Ask a caster. We are in version.
Why are there multiple versions?
Aha! Live configuration path is not set. So we need
Oh.
to set it. So that was the problem. I forgot about this. I am new to the new dashboard that was released, so I am not sure where everything goes. Okay, so we want live config.
Oh, yeah.
So now put,
Okay.
but I don't know how that's. I guess that will load in the rig. I don't know. Also, can everyone see?
Okay, it's in there now.
Okay,
Now what?
so now you want to go to the rig.
Okay.
You want to press the import button. So now you want to go to project details.
Okay.
And then you want to click update. Oh, sorry. We also want to be on .2. Update. And it should now pull in that new file. If this doesn't work, we have to redeploy a version. So that's my only... Ah, we got dashboard. That was so
Whoa,
cool.
that is so cool.
Let me tell them we solved it. We
That's really
solved
cool.
it. Never mind. Okay, so we learned
Yeah.
something. So you need to update, if you want to use a live config view for the broadcaster, you need to update that in the dashboard. I don't know how I didn't realize that.
That's cool.
Okay, so maybe pop that out.
What do you
So
mean?
how come we don't see the questions there?
Well, because that broadcaster doesn't have any questions, so now we need to figure out what
But
the
let's just
channel
ask
ID.
questions in that. So you can force a channel ID. So when you created it, did you give it a channel ID? I didn't see.
What do you mean that it's pulling by channel
So
ID?
can you edit the settings here?
No, should I just delete it and
Yeah,
re-add
delete
it?
it and re-add it.
Okay.
Dashboard. Yeah, so put in channel, use a specific channel ID.
I'll
Yeah.
use your channel.
Yeah. So now we need to ask questions from the other view to get questions in here, or we can seed it.
Why did it add it twice? Am I like hallucinating? Okay. Okay, so your user ID was, or your channel ID, we should have copied that. That was not smart. Okay, so let's go back to the live config.
We
let's-
will share the code. It is on GitHub. I will post the link right here. Our extension is a question and answer extension for just chatting streamers.
It's basically for if you ask a question during a stream, a broadcaster can go back later and answer that question if they're not able to get to it on stream. This is especially relevant for technical streams where we can't get to all the questions during the live stream, or you might ask a question that's a good question, but it might not exactly be relevant to what we're doing. Okay, so I'm printing
Exactly.
the channel ID now, and it is printing nothing.
You're trying to get. So what are you trying to do?
Oh, I'm like not being intelligent.
Yes. That's a good way to put that.
Okay, I got the channel ID. So I have an idea. I'm just gonna
Is
go into.
that Apple OS? Yes. Nikki is on a Apple computer.
I'm just gonna go into Dynamo and edit some of the questions that we have in there to have this channel ID. Come on!
Just need to click refresh.
I mean, I just did.
Okay.
Where's that little window? Return an invalid response? Oh.
Secret
Okay.
undefined.
I gotta check the. No, that's nothing. That was a console log I accidentally left in there yesterday. Oh, it's channel questions.
Oh man.
Yeah, I'm very special, guys.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Boom.
That's funny.
Okay, let's see what we got now. I think it's just gonna. Let's see. Okay, well, it's getting something back. Oh, there they are. Just took a second to update. Okay, so I actually think what we need to do in this situation, well, first of all, let's get rid of this header because we no longer need that. But we need to add a way for a broadcaster to answer a question.
That's the big thing. So that's a big part of this view. So that should basically be another form where you could maybe like enter the ID of the question and answer, or like there's a button that says answer. How do we want? Yeah, how do we want to do this?
What if we did like next to the question we did a button that says answer, and then if they click answer, it shows a little input where you can input the answer.
Yes, that would be really cool.
So let's do button class button.
Extensions are born alive.
Gotta love it. All right, let's see what that looks like. It does take a second. It's very interesting.
It could be Sam.
Yeah, I think it's Sam because there you go.
Does everyone know what we mean by it could be Sam? Yeah, we'll clean the CSS up
We'll
later.
make the
Also,
CSS later.
can you pop that out?
How do I do that?
View in browser. There you go. It does all the, and it should. Let's give it a second.
Okay. I trust you.
Apple is trash.
Sorry, guys. If you don't
Oh,
like
it's
my
still
Apple
small
machine.
though. Interesting.
I used to have a Lenovo Carbon X1, and then I lost it to some dude's pink drink on an airplane. So it was a sad story.
Wow.
Then I got this machine.
What's a pink drink?
I don't know. I think it was like
Oh.
a Shirley Temple or something. Maybe
Wow.
it was a Bloody Mary. Who knows? Something
Okay.
pink.
So we have the answer question. Where's the text box?
Okay, so I'm gonna add that
You're
in.
gonna add that in,
Yeah.
okay.
We gotta do some like view stuff. So we gotta add an input in behind it. Yes,
There's a lot of people
all my
looking
laptops have
in
Nikki and
to
AM
our
stickers
booth.
on them, but I only have one laptop, so technically that's not that.
Well, just so everyone knows, we have a sticker for our show here. Twitch Dev just got a sticker. So if you find us in the wild, we have all these different stickers to give
Okay,
people.
so we need to do conditional rendering with view.
Meaning, on what condition?
Click the button, and then it shows the input.
Yeah. So this is a part of view where we sort of have to look it up.
Well, we know that there's going to be an @click event.
Yeah. So when it clicks, so let me get a sense for this.
Show input. When we know that there's going to be a method,
Yeah.
why don't we just make a Boolean and then the show input just sets the Boolean?
Yeah, but we just want to bind it to a text area. I just wonder if there's a better way. I wish we had AM himself on chat. Yeah, you could just do it that way.
Okay, and then what is it? vShow, right?
Yeah, vShow. What language is this in? This is in JavaScript. We're using the view library. You can toggle a variable and then vbind if variable. Exactly. That's exactly what you said.
Yeah, that's exactly what I said. Okay, so
Nikki is
just gonna
right.
clean this up so we can kind of visualize what this looks like a little better. Add some formatting, that's always necessary. Okay, so under the button, I'm gonna put in an input. Just a text input. I can go back and clean this up later, make it look really pretty.
We're gonna do the cleanup off stream. We do have a public GitHub where all this is running on, so feel free to make a pull request, make this app yourself.
So, is that right? It's vShow, right? I know you used this once before.
We have.
Oh, and you can actually just
You can write like regular executable JavaScript.
Well, I don't need to do anything, right? Because it's just as if it's true, I want it to show up.
That's all you need to do.
Okay. Let's see if it works.
We have a lot of people at our booth, just so everyone's aware.
We have fans right now.
We do have some fans. I will be streaming on my personal channel and twitch-dev. Oh, it didn't?
No.
Today and tomorrow. If anyone wants to see GDC. So let's just see what that variable is.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. Just log it to the rig. Pop this guy up.
Let's see if chat can help us out. Use vif variable. Is that what you have?
No.
Okay.
So they want me to do vif instead of vShow?
Yeah. See, I'd like to know the difference. I thought we read about the difference between
we did, and
if
one
and
was
show,
like,
and we like spoke about it on stream.
One was
but now
like,
I'm
don't
forgetting.
use it unless...
Yeah. Well, anyway, let's try this. It's all about pattern matching and trial and error anyway. But we have a lot of people at our booth, which is exciting. As I was saying, if you want to watch more of GDC, I will be streaming on a gimbal that I bought for most of the day, just kind of streaming from our booth. If you want to watch later today, my channel is here. Some of it will be on twitch-dev, but not all of it.
It's not working.
vShow renders the component but hides it with CSS. vif doesn't render it unless true. I always use it and it works. Okay, so let's print out the variable to see, but I definitely think we want to use vif.
I mean, I am printing out the variable. Come on!
Let's
Work.
see.
Well, when the questions show back up, I'll click the button and then I'll see if it works.
Yes.
Maybe the click event isn't working.
So what I would do is I would
Wait.
use the View Chrome extension.
Oh, you know what? It's because they're named the same thing. I bet that's totally a factor.
Yeah, that is definitely a problem, I would say.
Okay, well, I fixed that. Getting through it. It's gonna take
I
a
should
second.
have it on the center of my laptop.
Ha! Got it.
Yay, okay, done.
Okay, so...
My hair is sticking up.
Yes,
I need a haircut.
We're gonna need another button.
Is my hair fixed?
I think we should wrap it in a div, actually. And then this should be on the div.
Is my hair really sticking up?
What's happening? No, it's not.
Okay.
Do you need a mirror?
Yeah, I do.
I don't have one.
I need a hairstylist.
What is that?
Yay.
Primary, I don't know. I just want it to be a button, then I want you to be able to submit the answer. Okay, so what I'm doing right now is we can change that answer button. It's just basically like drop down the answer, make it like a little carrot or something.
Because then the thing is we need another button which actually submits the question. But the nice part
I
is
added
that
in.
front end logic's already written.
So look. This looks terrible. I understand
We
that.
all know it looks terrible.
But I will fix this, I assure you. So now I'm just going to wire up the click event for submit answer.
And then honestly, that's already built on the back end. This should be up and running. If anyone has any question about GDC, by the way, it's Game Developer Conference. I said I will be streaming basically right after this on Twitch Dev and my channel.
I don't get to be here for that. I gotta catch a flight.
Nikki has to leave, so if you want to watch more GDC madness, I am going to see if I can live stream without being thrown out. Yeah, we
I don't
need
know how much
backgrounds
faith I have in that. Who wants to see Matt get thrown out?
of GDC. Yeah.
So let's see. Post answer.
I have a really cool gimbal that I just got that I'll put my phone into. I should have brought it to show them. It's actually kind of cool. I have a wireless mic, so I can actually walk around. I'd love for everyone to see our booth.
I just want to see you get kicked out.
Yeah. Also, so Nikki works for AWS, by the way, and AWS has a massive booth.
We do.
Literally
It's
right
literally
across,
right
like
across the
massive.
way.
It's double the size.
There's a deep racer track,
Yeah.
and they're literally running deep racers around.
I am going to take my gimbal and stream all of that because we got permission to stream within Twitch and Amazon booth. So I'm not going to get thrown out.
How do you do the bind? Can you just go like this?
I would look at the one above. Programming is basically all pattern matching. Yeah.
Model.
So Axios is just another library for HTTP type calls. We're using Fetch. Yeah, so I'm going to be streaming some of it on Twitch Dev, but Twitch Dev will be doing other things during today, so I'll be streaming it also on my own channel. So if you follow my own channel, you can do that.
What is this looking for?
Thank you, Alpha, for explaining that. Yes, please. Please share our GitHub. I will do it. You are very allowed.
It's looking for the answer and the user ID is what I need to send.
Yes, in the payload.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how much longer this stream is going to go because this space needs to be used for other things. Also, throughout the day on Twitch Dev, we will be showing interviews. We have someone from Riot Games coming today. We'll be just interviewing people on the floor. Today is just like all day live.
Okay. I think that is my...
Oh,
is
that's
this
a great idea. I should get a parrot. Isn't that a nice idea?
Yes.
I'm gonna go get my gimbal. Do you mind?
You're leaving me here?
Yes. Well, they'll still hear me.
Cool.
They'll still hear
Lovely.
me. I'll be right
Great.
back.
Bye.
Everyone should be able to hear me.
I just got ditched by my co-host.
Oh.
Nothing. No big.
The closet is locked.
He just like abandoned me.
I wasn't abandoning everyone.
Oh, what just happened?
I was on audio, first of all. I have a wireless mic.
I was turning down his mic.
Oh, I was, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Thank you. We have a very, yeah. As you can see, I'm not really doing anything today, right?
No, you're just hanging out.
I wanted them to see the new gimbal we got.
Where is it? I thought you went to go get it.
Oh, I thought I couldn't.
Oh, I was just making fun of you.
Oh, I'll be right back. Let me get it. Okay, I'll be right back. We're still streaming. They want to see the gimbal we got, so I thought I'd show them. Do we need to turn this off soon?
Live on AWS at 11, so I just gotta check in with that.
Okay.
Okay,
we
we
might
are
need to switch
testing
channels.
Submitting an
Okay.
answer.
Oh wait, that door's open. Wait, don't shut that. I think. Yes, it is.
You gotta do both at the same
Should
time.
have toggled developer tools before
Why
I did
didn't
that.
anyone
There you
tell me
go.
that? Oh. Hi.
Why? What just happened? Oh, okay. Well, the sound went off. Can you guys still hear me? Can anyone still hear me? Yeah, I'm somehow working with like 8 million people behind me and my co-host bailing on me. Don't ask me how. Can you guys? Okay, you guys can hear me. Okay, so I'm gonna keep going because we were just getting into something good, in my opinion. And I love coding. If you haven't picked that up already. Okay, so our post, perfect on the first try. Like that is it's a little bit of robotic coding. I don't know how I did that. It worked.
Yay.
So now, actually, what we need to do is we need to display the answer to the user. Otherwise, they don't know.
We forgot about that.
Yeah. So we need to go back. We
Technically,
need to go back and edit the panel.
Wait. Can viewers see all the questions being asked?
No, but they can see their own questions and they need to know when their own question's been answered.
Yeah. Okay, that's actually pretty easy.
I know.
We literally just have to use bracket, bracket, answer, and if it doesn't show, it won't show. It does it for us.
We can do a V
We
show.
don't even have to do it. I think if you do bracket, bracket, variable, answer, it will only show if it exists.
Okay.
You don't even need a V show.
So let me go back to here.
Sounds like people in chat liked when...
You
oh,
left?
was that a hot mic situation?
They liked it when you left me?
I don't know.
What, you guys just want to see me code by myself? Okay, why don't we do like this? Q, A.
We're all good, yeah.
I think that'll actually be it. But I really think we should just hide this whole line if like there's no answer.
Her mic is 100%
that.
better.
I'm gonna do that. Okay, so question dot answer is not equal to nothing. Does that work? Can I do that? I don't know if I can do that. We'll find out. That's interesting. That is very interesting. Okay, I gotta check the database because,
So what's happening now?
well,
Can I take a second to show them this rig? We'll show it at
the answer did. Okay, so it told me I got a 200, but it didn't actually update anything. Good times, good times. Gotta love live coding. Okay, let's try this again.
I don't know if you can see, but we have people just taking photos of us in the window.
We have like real fans.
Like they're just taking photos. This is like really awkward. Yeah, so people in chat are kind of asking like, how do you get help from AWS or Twitch Dev? Well, we have a great...
You can tweet me. I will literally help you.
Yeah, or you can join our Discord.
That too. I've been answering a lot of questions in Discord. So if you join the Discord and you're asking an AWS specific question, I'm on it. Yeah, so here's the thing. It didn't work, and I don't know why.
Okay, so let me help you, because I'm not being helpful.
Oh, you're gonna help me now? What? Hold on, I'm shocked.
I've been helping. They can't even hear me.
They can hear you. I thought they can hear you.
People are saying your mic's way better. But anyway, the answer is not submitting. So let's look at the payload it sends to answer. So go all the way down to the bottom. Hi, Twitch is the answer, user ID, and because it doesn't have the question ID, how does it know which question update?
Oh, you're right. Why did I not have that? Maybe that's a back-end problem.
AWS support is incredible. If you look at my tweets, I have given them praise. Like I once had a Beanstalk issue, and I called someone and spoke to someone in Australia.
I know the problem.
Twitch support is a little bit different. But there's no more comments there.
Remember I changed the key on the table to be ID?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was
That's
trying.
okay. People are asking how much longer we're going to be streaming for. Let's see. Does AWS need their channel?
No, so they're streaming from GameTech.
Oh, okay. Cool.
But then we're going to post from AWS over to GameTech at some point.
Can you pass something? Can I go like this? Can I do that?
What?
Anybody who know Vue know if I can do that?
Oh, pass
The
pass
ID
it in?
through, yeah.
See, that's the part that's confusing. In Broscope 420,
Someone
the
tell me if I
cool
can do that.
username said that's perfectly legit.
Yes!
Ooh, Altor, how are you doing?
All right.
In terms of the streaming schedule for the rest
So
of the
I just
day,
need to make sure that the backend updated when I made that backend change really fast.
yeah, so the issue is every question has its own ID. So when we submit an answer to it, we will
Thank you for
override
explaining.
that row every single time, basically. Now, I still think other people should be able to see the answers for other questions they didn't ask. What do you think about that?
We haven't. We
I
made
think
the
there should
decision
be
to post to a forum.
Yeah. Okay, we'll figure that out. I almost think there should be a toggle, which is like, show me everything, because I think people will find other people's answers helpful. Do you want to say hi, Blue Lava? At this point, you might as well.
You know what we're gonna have to do? We're gonna have to hit the pub sub so that the front end updates in real time.
I think with Vue though, it will re-render anytime. Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, we're gonna have to hit the pub sub.
Programming language is JavaScript using the Vue library.
I'm pretty sure. Okay, so we can do that in the next episode.
Blue Lava wants to say hi.
Okay, come say hi.
Okay. Fine. I wasn't trying to say hi. Hello, everyone.
This is John.
This is John,
Or
everyone.
Blue Lava on
Blue
Twitch,
Lava,
if you don't know him.
I was just checking in with you guys to see if you.
I think we're good. I think as soon as we get answers to post, we are going to call
So
that the
this
stream.
looks terrible, but just to show you really
Yeah,
fast.
let's show you a demo. We'd love a
you
live
think
demo.
this looks beautiful?
Yeah. 'cause you can
Wow,
ask
look
a
at that hype
question.
in chat.
You're gonna ask that. Oh, I love it. Hey guys, to you.
Really?
You can ask a question, and there's like a list of channel questions.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so you can ask a question and then your previous questions actually show up below.
Okay.
It takes a second. And then here, the channel user can get all the questions. Oh, it's going to open all of them.
Oh, it's gonna open all of them because we're not giving it specific
Yeah, I'm gonna have to-
IDs.
yeah.
We need to. You can give it like list elements. in
Anyways, it's just a
HTML.
list,
Yeah.
and then it has the question and the answer, and then when you click answer, it drops down with a little input and a button. And then you submit the answer. Yeah, I'm going to have to give like user feedback though on there as well, so that you know when you've submitted.
Right.
And then here, you would see like all the previous questions. I don't know what's going on with that.
Okay. Well, see, that is a beautiful thing. You have like functionality working. I'm not
Yeah,
saying
the functionality is there. We need some CSS help, but we mostly have the
The
actual...
CSS I'm not worried about right now, but I am worried about it. The thing we need to figure out now is how to conditionally show that for a specific list element.
Yes.
So let's work on that.
All right. Well, I will let you guys
Okay, thank
continue.
you.
Okay.
I appreciate you
Yes.
having me jump in and say hello to
Hey, our
everyone.
special guest.
Have a.
Do you want to talk about quickly what we'll be doing on stream later today for Twitch Dev?
Sure.
We'll basically be interviewing folks from different gaming companies. I said Gene from Riot will be on, and we'll just interview people on the floor,
Yeah.
right?
And then Thursday we will be doing Twitch Dev Weekly from here.
Yeah, Twitch Dev Weekly will be from here. I might go out on my own and do some, find people to bring.
Yeah.
But
See you then. Thank you, everyone.
okay, so who can help us conditionally show a input button based on a list? So I think what you do is you in the generator. In Vue, it generates an ID for each list element.
Does
and
this
then,
like change the ID that... Like, did it change the user ID that I was using?
No, I don't think it would have changed it.
I think it did. Because now I'm getting empty for a list of questions. Like, what the heck? Does the dev rig do that? Are you sure?
So Katzen, basically what's happening is we have a list of questions, and each question has a button. When you click the button, we want an input form to show up. The problem is it is expanding it on all questions because we're not essentially mapping
Well, we have
to a
multiple
specific
problems
list.
at the minute.
What's the other problem?
Okay, so it did switch the user ID, which is why there's no questions showing up here. So when I refreshed on the panel in the dev rig, it changed the user ID. It like picked a random new user.
Yeah.
That's a thing. How do I like stop it from doing that?
So go to the view setting and override it.
What? I have to just add a new one? What's the like... See what we got. Come on. We know it takes a second. That's empty though. Does it change your user ID? Okay, I like don't
hold
get
on.
it.
So
I
do
don't
this.
get it.
Delete
Something
this
is
view.
wrong.
Delete this.
No, no,
delete
no,
both
no.
views. Delete both views.
Really?
Yeah. That's what I would do. Delete both.
But-
and then add two, and let's just make sure we're using the right IDs. So panel, and then channel ID is fine. I think that's my ID.
Yeah, what's current user?
I think you want current user, which would be my ID.
Okay, and I
then
just want
I would
a logged
say
in
a
viewer.
logged in viewer. But no, I think you want to give it one, like a 1, 2, 3, 4 ID. I just don't know what that opaque is. Yeah, Alpha's saying custom opaque.
Okay, so what's your ID?
Just do 1, 2, 3, 4. We're overriding it on both sides, so I think it's fine. Oh,
Well, but, I mean, it's not going to make sense because, okay. I'm going to have to add more.
is that not going to work?
I don't know.
It should. No. So now on the live config, we want my channel ID. Yes. Yeah. So now this fake user 1234 is going to ask a question right now. That's
There
wrong
was
because there
one-
shouldn't be anything for this user.
There was one question in there for that user.
But it should be because it's a pending URIG 1234.
Yeah.
Which is fine. So how is this question getting populated?
So look, it's right here. Let's answer it. But now we have to refresh this because you'd have to hit the pub sub.
Yeah.
for
Well,
it to
that's
update.
fine. But just manually refresh this for now. But first, I would check in Dynamo to see if it's being linked to the right. Yeah, Kratz, and that's exactly what I was thinking. Exactly. So when you do a V4, we get an ID. Yeah, that's how I was going to do that. Let's fix this issue, and then we'll move to there.
What time is it? Here, this one. There's an answer in there.
Okay, so that's good. But hold on. But see, the ID is wrong. Oh, no. User ID, UR1234. Okay, it should load. Perfect. We solved this problem.
Okay,
It'll load
so-
now. Go back to the rig, and then the answer will be there. See? Cool. So now...
So you have to use an opaque ID.
Yes, you have to use an opaque ID. But this is just for testing. It will work in the real world
In the real
just
life.
fine.
Right.
Let's take Kratzen's advice and
fix this thing?
fix this issue. So I understand what he's saying. Each list item will get a ID, and we just need to use it. So let's look at the V4 that we're using.
So in here,
Yeah.
he's saying what exactly?
So in the V4,
Yeah? Yeah.
I'm looking. I need to, so you need to do like colon ID. So let me look at this.
This is the ID. And then I have an index
But
as well.
it's the ID of the link element. It has nothing to do with the question.
Oh.
Each like B list group item V4, we like see this key. What's that key there?
Index. I said it's equal to index.
Yes. So you need to show. We need to we need to show this to a specific key. So you need to pass the key in. I just don't know how to pass the key in.
Yeah, what? So you're saying pass in the index and only show that for that specific index?
Yes.
I don't know how to do that.
Yeah. Let me see.
I'm trying to think about how you could actually do that. So, any tips, guys?
Let's see. We can solve it.
V4.
I'm looking.
Oh, can you link the Discord channel and the AWS channel?
After we solve this.
Here, I'm gonna get it for you guys.
Okay, so we're doing key item ID. And then maybe Kratzen can help us. Katzen. Broscope 420. The issue is we need somehow to link the input box to a specific question.
Oh, that's a good idea. So when you get the questions, create an associated array with question ID and the Boolean value.
That's way better. I think actually we need to stop here, but let's give them a sense of what we're going to do next episode, and then we will fix this part up. Because I basically want to leave this session with the ability for a broadcaster to view questions, answer it, and then the viewer to view the question.
Yep.
To view the answer.
We're gonna have to hit the pub sub.
So so we can do offline the pub sub, and we can figure out this dynamic conditional rendering based
Next
on the
week
input
we're
book.
gonna do a lot of testing to make sure our...
Actually, sorry. Next week we are skipping. That's the
Oh,
first,
yeah, we are skipping.
We're not live next week.
I will be live at the AWS San Francisco Summit.
Yes. But the
Santa
week after
Clara.
that, we are going to do what?
The week after that, we're going to do a lot of testing, clean up,
Clean up,
polish,
okay.
because we're going to submit the extension the week following.
The show's almost sort of over. Oh, we didn't even celebrate. Today's the halfway point.
Oh, this is the halfway
Yeah,
point.
so we're halfway done with the show already, which is sad. If you've been enjoying it, please tweet at us so that we can do another one. But anyway, I think we need to end right now. We'll update the code on GitHub, and we will start with cleanup next week.
Sounds good.
And like I said, we will be on twitch-dev.
I'll check in all this code after the stream.
We'll be on twitch-dev for the remainder of the day, in and out. I'll be on my personal channel. Follow AWS as well.
I'll be on a plane.
Nikki will be flying back to Seattle. Why doesn't Greg come and say hi?
Coming for you,
We've been
Seattle.
using the rig. Greg, why don't you make a surprise appearance? We've been using the rig. Why don't we show Greg our app real quick?
Yeah, let's see it. What do we got?
So this is our question and answer. We are using...
Ignore the fact that it looks terrible.
It looks awful.
But it works.
Hey, that's the important part.
They might not be able to hear you that well, but...
This is our live config.
Drag it down lower.
This is our
Okay.
panel.
Okay, nice. Okay, so in the live config,
So
the
basically,
broadcast in real time is
a
doing that.
viewer can ask a question, like technical in nature or
Yep.
non-technical, during a stream,
Mm-hmm.
and then after the stream, the channel or the broadcaster can actually go in and answer them.
Nice.
Or they can answer them live if they'd like. But basically, if there was like a question that they needed to answer after the fact,
Mm-hmm.
or a question that wasn't necessarily relevant to what they were talking about, but that was a good question.
Yeah.
So now, and then the user can then go and see the answer.
Oh, that's amazing. Can I make a feature request on it too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So can you also add the config service so that once the broadcaster answers a question, it can be there as an FAQ for the future, and then you can just live
Wait,
load
what?
it.
Oh, so the config service basically is like
a
a
conf-
data store for the rig. So it's something that like the developer doesn't have to manage. So we can basically very easily pull that information on load. So we can basically save all finalized questions instead of posting it to like a forum. We can keep it in the config service as an FAQ.
And then live load it whenever the
Oh.
extension loads.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
All right, I'm down.
Sweet.
Also,
We can
Chris,
add that in the next episode.
Yeah.
Chris says hi.
Do you guys
Chris
want to
is
see that in the
watching.
next
Oh, awesome.
episode?
Well,
Config
hello.
service?
Yeah, see the configuration tab in the rig. But yeah, the rig's been really awesome.
Yeah.
We're simulating a logged in user, and then if you were to simulate another user,
Yeah.
you wouldn't see anything anymore.
Exactly, yeah.
And then they can ask a question.
I
and
have
it'll pop
one
up here.
request.
Yeah, what's up? What's your request?
Okay, so this thing is awesome,
Yeah.
but I need to be able to zoom in so that I can show people on stream what it's saying.
Oh my god, we'll have to go
That's a
fix
small
that
one,
then.
yeah.
All
But
right.
anyway, the new logo is really cool as well.
Yeah.
The
Well-
next episode is in 2 weeks.
Okay. Well, that's good. We'll tell you what. Well, Chris, I know you're watching on the stream. I'll cut a Jira ticket for you so we can take that feature request and make this a little bit
Thank
more
you.
streamable.
Oh, we forgot to introduce
Yeah, oh, hey.
Greg works with
Hey.
the rig.
Yeah.
The product team.
Yes. Yeah, so yeah, I'm one of the
Any
product
other
managers.
requests that you want to submit
any other
right
rig
now?
requests? We have a couple others that are hopefully going to be fun surprises.
Let's see the chat.
Maybe this week, maybe next week. We'll see.
Somebody wants to use the Vue dev tools with the dev rig, or
You can.
Yeah, I don't see why you couldn't be able to.
You just have to sort of pop it out.
Yeah.
But anyway, Chris is also in chat, who's an engineer on the rig. But anyway, we have to end the stream.
Yeah.
We
I'll
will
let you guys
be
get going.
on Twitch Dev.
you
Nice
guys.
to see you.
Yeah.
I'll give you a high
bye
five.
everyone.